Welcome back everyone. So we'll continue our lecture from multi-party governments. So the then General Secretary of Nepali Congress, Girja Prasad Koirala was appointed as the Prime Minister and 15 members cabinet were formed by the King Birendra on Jan 50, 2048. The midterm elected was held on Kartik 29, 2051. In the general election held following the recommendations for the dissolutions of the House of Representatives, Nepali Congress won 83, Communist Party of Nepal UML on 88 and Rashtriya Prajatantra Party RPP on 20 seat. Since none of the parties secured the majority of seats in the midterm of the elections 2051, the leader of CPN, that is UML, Parliamentary System Party was as well as the chairman of CPN-UML, Manmohan Adhikari was appointed as the Prime Minister as the leader of the largest party of the House of Representatives. This House of Representatives happened to get dissolved again in just 2052, but the Supreme Court reinstated the House of Representatives on 12th Bhadar 2052. A special session of the House of Representatives was held on 20th Bhadar and Nepali Congress leader Sher Bahadur Deuba registered the non-confidence motion against the Manmohan Adhikari. The government collapsed following adoption of the no confidence motion on 25th Bhadar 2052. Sher Bahadur Deuba was then appointed as Prime Minister in 26th Bhadar 2052. It was during their premiership the leader of the then Jan Morcha, Baburam Bhattarai, including others, declared the armed revolt for the long-term People's War, started underground politics for 1st Bhadar 2052 BS, blaming the government for not giving it attention towards their demand. The government of Sher Bahadur Deuba got dissolved in 23 Phagun 2053 due to the motion of no confidence against Sher Bahadur Deuba by CPN, UML and Rashtriya Prajatantra Party leader Lokendra Bahadur Chandra became the Prime Minister. Their government too, got dissolved in 18th August 2054 due to the no confidence motion by Nepali Congress. On the collusion with the Congress, Surya Bahadur Thapa became the Prime Minister on 20th August 2054. He recommended for the dissolutions of the House of Representatives and for the fresh elections. But a special session of the House of Representatives fouled the motion of no confidence. He resigned on 28th Chaitra 2054. After that, the majority of government under the leadership of Nepali Congress leader Girja Prasad Koirala were formed. They then CPM ML had also joined this government. The CPM-ML soon left the government and the cabinet was reformed after CPM-UML joined the government. After the general election for the House of Representatives, the cabinet was formed under the leadership of Nepali Congress leader Krishna Prasad Bhattarai on 13th July 2056. After this government regime, 3rd Chaitra 2056 BS, Girja Prasad Koirala again became the Prime Minister on Chaitra 5th 2056. After the end of the family line of the King Birendra in an uni unimaginable incident that occurred in the Narayan Hiti Royal Palace in 19th July 2058, Gyanendra became the king and he made his son Paras the crown prince. The government under the premiership of Sher Bahadur Deva declared the Maoist the terrorist on 11th Mansi 2058 and imposed a state emergency for 6 months till 10th July 2059. On the recommendation of the Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Dewa, on the 8th This 2059, the King Mahendra has provisioned in the constitution announced the dissolution of the House of Representatives and holding the mid-term election for the 27th Kartik 2059. On 18th Ashoj 2059 BS, King Gyanendra deposed Dewa, allowing him incompo, incompo, incompetent for not being able to hold the election on stipulated date. Suspending the election schedule for Kartik 27, the king took over the executive power under the next arrangement and announced that the new government would be formed within the 5 days. Nepal remained without the prime minister and cabinet for 18th Ashoj to 24 Ashoj, and nine-member cabinet were formed under the premiership of Lok, Lokendra Bahadur Chandra on 25th Ashoj. After the failure of the three round of the negotiations that took place in 8th round 2015 BS to 26 Bhadar 2026 Bhadar 28 Kartik respectively, with the Maoists who had gone underground initiating the power People's War from 1st Pause 2052, the Maoist attack in the Dang and Sangja on 8th Mansi 2058 causes the security situation more complex. The state of the emergency was declared throughout the country on Mansi 8, 2058. Although the state of emergency expired on 11th Jan 2058, it was reimposed in 13th Jan and expired in 12th Bhadar. When the Maoists declared immediate ceasefire and the government withdrew its previous decision like declaring the CPM Maoist terrorist and ensure a red corner notice for their arrest, Nepali politics took a new turn. So we'll discuss the second movement in the next session. So thank you for listening the lecture. Thank you. We'll meet you in the next section.